Right, you're watching The Last Word with me, Tanima Biswas, and our focus on this show is on the tragedy on the tracks, and we're looking at the human cost of the tragedy. Now, 9 people, including two railway employees, have died and about 50 others injured after an express train collided with a goods train in Darjeeling district of Bengal. Kanchenjunga Express was travelling from Agartala in Tripura to Shialda in Kolkata when a goods train hit it from behind near Rangapani station close to New Jalpaiguri. Now, while a probe is still underway, Railway says that they suspect human error. But on this show, we are asking a larger question. Indian Railways boasts of being the largest rail network in Asia, but is the safety up to that standard? Are we doing enough to protect our rail passengers? That is the question we'll be looking into tonight with our guests. But before I go across to my guests, let me go to my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who is joining us from Shialda railway station, I believe. Shialda was the station, in fact, one of the terminal stations where Kanchenjunga Express would have, in fact, reached. I believe that the part of the train which was not affected is anyways on its course now. But Saurabh, if you've managed to speak to some of the passengers at the Shialda railway station, one of the bustling rail stations in Bengal, there are a lot of questions that the passengers might want to ask. And on this show, we are looking at the human cost of this tragedy. Train fares have in fact increased over the years. It's still the largest way or transit mode in the country, one of the largest train networks in Asia. But still, safety standards are not up to the mark. Passengers must be raising several questions today, train passengers, on yet another incident which shows how safety standards have so many gaps when it comes to rail network in our country.
Well, lines on that accident spot has been open for traffic, and restoration on the other track is underway, so rail traffic should be completely restored by the end of the day, is what railway sources are telling us. What we've also picked up now is that one of the railway staff on the train is in a critical condition, and that's something that of course is also perhaps important. And as we were reporting, trains to North Bengal have started plying. This morning the accident took place. Some trains got cancelled, but a lot of trains, for example, the Uttar Bongo Express that left a short while ago from this very platform, travels on that same route. So trains are more or less leaving on time as far as the travel to that part of the railway country and that rail corridor is concerned. Now, yes, questions of safety definitely remain. The Kavach, sort of instruments that are used to prevent collisions have been set up and designed for exactly situations like these, where a train, of course, is headed for whatever reason it may be. It could be technical error, it could be human error, is headed towards a collision. Then the system kicks in and stops, of course, the train from colliding. And that's something that perhaps needs to be installed across the country, but that has not happened. Kavach installation has come pretty slow in the country, and that's something that the railways perhaps will now have to look at, because that's something even the opposition is raising. Mamata Banerjee to Rahul Gandhi to everybody, they say they are alleging mismanagement of the railways in the last 10 years. But what really clearly has transpired is that there is a renewed focus on safety after this accident, and focus on safety is never a bad thing, except that it comes right now after high cost, with 9 lives lost in this accident.
Saurabh, is it possible for you to talk to some of the passengers at the platform that you're standing on right now for their reaction? Because this is a tragedy, thankfully not up to the proportions that we have seen in Odisha last year, but nonetheless, this raises a lot of concerns about people who are taking this, train journeys on a regular basis, or otherwise also if they are traveling to meet their families, etc. So, what are some of the questions that the passengers around you who might be at the Shialda railway station right now, are any of them raising any questions?
We'll try and get in a word from some of the passengers who are presumably traveling here on this train. And I'll try and see if any of them are willing to speak. আপনার কাছে জানতে চাইবো এই যে ট্রেন দুর্ঘটনার পর একই দিকে আপনারা যাচ্ছেন, ভয় করে কি?
হয়তো করেই, তাই না? যখন যাচ্ছি এখন কি করবো, যেতে তো হবেই, তাই না?
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু রেল সুরক্ষা নিয়ে আপনি তো একজন যাত্রী, আর যাত্রী হিসেবে আপনার রেল সুরক্ষা নিয়ে জানার অধিকার আছে।
এটা জানার অধিকার আছে।
So obviously, the train is leaving. We'll try and get in a word with a few more passengers if possible. Well, the train's departed, so obviously that won't be possible. But a lot of people do question safety. A lot of them are traveling on the same route. This train also heads to North Bengal, but of course, this takes, like I said, alternate route. So the Kanchinkana Express takes that route. It won't be traveling through the same area. But the train that left before this, the Uttar Bango Express, was headed in that direction. But thankfully, traffic has been restored. Rail traffic has been restored, and all the trains to North.
Right. So Saurabh there reporting from Shialda railway station, trying to talk to some of the passengers there. That train also that Saurabh was reporting at, trying to speak to some of the passengers on. Okay, I believe Saurabh is back with us. Yes, Saurabh, please continue. Right, we'll try and get back to Saurabh as and when we can. But for the moment, let me introduce my guests who are joining us on the show to discuss this further. Mr. P.P. Sharma, former Joint Secretary of Railways Board. Professor Sriram Khanna, who's Managing Editor of Consumer Voice and Consumer Rights Activist, is also joining us. And also, I'm hoping to be joined by Mr. S.K. Vij, former member of Engineering Railway Board. Thanks to all my guests for joining me on the show. If I can go across to Mr. P.P. Sharma first, former Joint Secretary of the Railways Board. और आपसे मैं ये सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ मिस्टर शर्मा कि जो ऑपोजिशन ये बात कह रही है, अगर हम पहले उस बारे में बात करें, मैं लार्जर इशू में ऑफ कोर्स आऊंगी, बट ऑपोजिशन जो ये बात कह रही है कि पिछले 10 सालों में सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट्स हुए हैं या ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट्स की रेट बढ़ गए हैं, उसको आप डू यू फील दैट ये एक एग्जैजरेटेड फिगर है या वो सही है? फैक्चुअली अगर आप हम पहले उस चीज में आए तो आप क्या कहेंगे?
नहीं, ये तो सरासर गलत बयानी है। ऐसा नहीं। पिछले 10 सालों में हमारे सेफ्टी इंप्रूवमेंट हुए हैं और एक्सीडेंटों में काफी कमी आई है। ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है कि ऐसे किसी जंक्शन पे हम पुरानी इन चीजों को ये कहें कि बढ़े हैं, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है। आप सारे रिकॉर्ड चेक कर लीजिएगा, पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस और पिछले 10 साल के, ये बिल्कुल गलत है। लेकिन ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है कि एक्सीडेंट हुआ, और इसमें बुरा पक्ष ये है कि ये जो अभी तक जो निकल के बातें आ रही हैं कि इसमें ह्यूमन एरर लगती है, यानी कि ड्राइवर की गलती, लेकिन वो भी बेचारे नहीं रहे और गार्ड नहीं रहा उनके साथ में जो को पायलट था। तो इसलिए ये तस्वीर कुछ दिनों बाद ही साफ होगी कि ये ह्यूमन एरर कैसे हुई। लेकिन यह गलत है कि एक्सीडेंट बढ़े हैं। पूरा कई इंपॉर्टेंट कदम उठाए गए हैं पिछले 10 सालों में। ट्रैक तो बढ़ा ही है, पैसेंजर भी बढ़े हैं, लेकिन इस बीच में जो पुलों की मरम्मत थी, रेलवे ट्रैक की, उन सबको बेहतर किया गया है। एक और भी जो बार बार आपकी रिपोर्टिंग में भी आ रहा है और मंत्री जी ने भी कहा है कि रेल कवच के बारे में भी, उसमें भी धीरे धीरे प्रोग्रेस हो रही है। लेकिन क्योंकि कुछ फाइनेंशियल दिक्कतें हैं, शायद ऐसे एक्सीडेंट के बाद हम उसमें और तेजी से काम करेंगे, ये मेरा मानना है
जी। तो शर्मा जी ये बताइए कि पिछले 10 साल की बात नहीं है, अगर हम पिछले 2 साल भी ले लें या जब भी ले लें, एक इंसिडेंट, एक ऐसा हादसा बालासोर का हो गया लास्ट ईयर, तो क्या रेल सेफ्टी के लिए अगर जो भी व्यूअर्स, ट्रेन पैसेंजर्स और अदरवाइज जो हमारा प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं, उनको आप क्या आश्वासन देना चाहेंगे कि किस तरह से सेफ्टी के स्टैंडर्ड्स रेलवे में रेगुलरली इंप्रूव हो रहे हैं?
हाँ, नहीं, बालासोर की बात में 1-2 इंसिडेंट और भी हुए हैं और पूरा फोकस उस पर है, जो सेफ्टी फंड है कि उसको पूरा यूटिलाइज किया जाए। कुछ लोग शिकायत करते हैं कि स्टाफ की कमी है, तो जो सेफ्टी स्टाफ है जहां पर इन्वॉल्व है, सिग्नलिंग का या गार्ड या पायलट जो भी है, वहां पूरी तरह से भर्ती आगे मतलब लगातार बढ़ी हुई है, मतलब उसमें कोई कमी नहीं रहने दी गई। और दूसरे जो टेक्नोलॉजिकली जो भी किया जा सकता है वो भी आगे बढ़ रहा है। उम्मीद करते हैं कि आने वाले दिनों में शायद हम ऐसी दुर्घटनाओं से बचेंगे। एक सबक यह है कि अगर ये ह्यूमन एरर है तो हमें शायद स्टाफ और उनको और भी ट्रेन और चुस्ती से ट्रेन करने की जरूरत होगी, ऐसे दोबारा न हो, क्योंकि एक छोटी सी भूल से इतने लोगों की जान जाना, ये प्रश्न इसका नहीं है कि 9 गए या 10 गए, लेकिन जो भी हर एक आदमी की जान कीमती है।
जी, is at this point let me bring in Professor Sriram Khanna to get also the people's point of view in a way before I go to Mr. S.K. Vij. Mr. Khanna, you know, we've seen that the Indian Railways itself says on its website that it is the largest network in Asia. But where do you think Indian rail safety ranks?
See, looking at what has happened today, it is a blot on the record of the railways. You can always say there is some error, it's a human error this time. And every time there's an accident, there is some or the other reason. But when the railway system has an automated device called Kavach to prevent such accidents, why these trains did not have that? And who is responsible for that? How long are you going to take to put all the systems into place? You are playing with human lives by not having the automated systems installed and properly working in every train. I think there should be responsibility laid down, and the people who are responsible for these trains not having the safety system action taken against, and they should give us a program as to in how many days all the trains will have the automated system. And if there are if there is some shortage, find means to remove the shortage. You can't every time kill people and say, we are sorry, only 9 people died and there was human error. This is not acceptable at all. Every human life is valuable, and the railway system must be geared to prevent loss of any human life due to accidents.
Absolutely. Yes. You're raising a very important point about accountability. If we just go by what happened after Balasore, do you see their accountability being fixed? Any changes which are taking place in terms of how the railways handle such situations after, these big train disasters that we have seen?
Are you asking me?
Yes, Mr. Khanna, please go ahead.
See, every organization has to have a system to learn what happened and make sure that action is taken, that such things do not happen again and again. I don't think the railway system is equipped in doing that, because every time an accident takes place, they will come up with a new set of reasons. The previous accident that I recall, they said the signaling equipment had a fault. So they are blaming everybody except themselves. Whoever is responsible for the working of those systems, automated, semi-automated or manual, should be held responsible. And when an automated system like Kavach is available, why should it not be installed in every train? Should the railway board and the railway minister not be held responsible for dereliction of duty in failing to install the automated systems on all trains on time? Or are they having a leisurely walk in the park that they will do it whenever they have time?
Right, we will be looking into that accountability aspect as well, as you rightly said, Mr. Khanna. But let me bring in Mr. S.K. Vij, who's a former member engineering of Railway Board, and I'll get into the technical questions now with Mr. Vij. Mr. Vij, what goes into selecting which routes will have Kavach? How, as a viewer, as a person, as an ordinary person, I want to know, how does the railway select which route will have Kavach and which will not?
You see, Railways has a golden quadrilateral of, on its map. If you see the Delhi, Howrah, Bombay, Delhi, Madras, so, and then the diagonals across them, this is the golden quadrilateral route which carries about 65% of the traffic, be it passenger, be it goods.
Okay, we seem to be having some technical difficulties with Mr. S.K. Vij. We will go back, in fact, to him shortly. In fact, if I can go to Mr. P.P. Sharma with that question. Mr. Sharma, अगर आप हमें बता पाए कि कवच किस रूट्स में लगेंगे, वो मिस्टर S.K. विज थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, बट अगर आप बता पाए कि किस तरह से डिसाइड होता है कि कौन से रूट्स में कवच लगेगा.
नहीं, इसका पूरा क्राइटेरिया तो मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन साउथ सेंट्रल रेलवे पे एक काफी कवर हो चुका है। लेकिन क्योंकि इसकी कॉस्ट बहुत ज्यादा है, हर किलोमीटर पर वो हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी वेव के वो लगने हैं, इंस्ट्रूमेंट लगने हैं, और स्टेशनों पे लगने हैं, तो वहाँ कुछ ऐसी ये फाइनेंशियल कुछ दिक्कतें सामने हैं रेलवे की। लेकिन पूरी प्रायोरिटी ये है कि कवच को जल्दी से जल्दी, क्योंकि कवच के साथ में ये इंडिजिनियसली डेवलप किया गया है और उम्मीद है कि ये काफी सफल होगा। अब आने वाले दिनों में शायद अगर आपसे ही और इसी इंसिडेंट से ही सबक लिया जाए, तो जरूरत हमें कवच और ऐसी सेफ्टी मेजर्स में ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट करने की है, भले ही हमें दूसरी प्रायोरिटीज को थोड़ा बदलना पड़े।
बट मिस्टर शर्मा, कितने ऐसे हादसे होते रहेंगे जब, और कितने कितने और इंसिडेंट्स मतलब होते रहेंगे उसके बाद, कब रेलवे एक्चुअली, जिस तरह से आप बोल रहे हैं कि एक अर्जेंट मोड में अगर काम करे, अगर जो भी फाइनेंशियल दिक्कतें या जो भी दिक्कतें आ रही है उनको अगर सॉल्व कर पाए, कब ये चीज़ें रिजॉल्व होंगी? क्योंकि एज वी मेंशन्ड कि बालासोर ट्रेजेडी के तरह हमने जहाँ पे देखा लास्ट ईयर, ये ट्रेजेडी उस मैग्नीट्यूड का नहीं है, बट फिर भी काफ़ी कुछ हो सकता था आज भी। तो एक पैसेंजर, रेल पैसेंजर का तो पेशेंस दे विल लूज। How many such incidents do we need before we actually decide कि हमें की रूट्स में सेफ्टी apparatus, कवच जैसा सेफ्टी apparatus फॉर एग्जाम्पल लगाना चाहिए?
नहीं, जो आपकी बात है, हमारा तो सपना और ड्रीम यही है कि भविष्य में कभी कोई ऐसा इंसिडेंट ना हो, और उसके लिए जितनी भी जो उपाय किए जा सकते हैं वो करने चाहिए। और ये हमें शायद हर रेल कर्मी को सोचने की जरूरत है कि अपने अपने पार्ट पे हम अपना काम ऐसा करें कि ऐसी नौबत ही ना आए। जब दूसरे देश, यूरोपियन देश, और वहाँ सेफ्टी के अच्छे रिकॉर्ड चले हुए हैं, विशेषकर जापान और उन देशों में, तो हमारे यहाँ क्यों नहीं? चाहे हमें अपनी मैन पावर को बढ़ाना पड़े, या उसको ट्रेन करना पड़े, या टेक्नोलॉजी को लेना पड़े, या जो भी उपाय किए जा सकते हैं, हमें करने की जरूरत है। कोई नहीं चाहेगा कि भारतीय रेल या भारतीय रेल से जुड़ा हुआ कोई भी आदमी कि भविष्य में कोई ऐसा उसे सुनने को मिले। देखते हैं कि आने वाले दिनों में सरकार क्या कदम उठाती है और उठाने की जरूरत है।
Right, Mr. Khanna, if I can bring you back in, as you said, you rightly talked about accountability in terms of nothing really changing or no accountability being fixed. Where does the hitch lie according to you? Because as we mentioned that the fares are being increased at regular intervals, and today, if there is somebody, I mean, most people would probably want to take a plane to reach their destinations faster. Those who are taking trains, they are, of course, they have their own compulsions for taking so, but it is, of course, a lot of people would even prefer to take trains. But do you feel that the consumer, the passengers, are getting a bang for their buck in terms of what they expect the railways to provide them and the amenities that are actually being provided to them? In fact, Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who's visited the site of the accident, met the people who have been hospitalized, she also said, listed out that from the time that she had been the railway minister, which is back in the Vajpayee era, she was the one who had introduced anti-collision devices. She talked about a list of amenities that the railways provides, but there's been a drastic decline in the services and amenities being provided by the railways. Safety, of course, is paramount. Would you agree with this claim being made by Mamata Banerjee today?
You see, Mamata Banerjee may have been the Minister of Railways during Vajpayee's time. And Vajpayee's government lasted till 2004. It has been 20 years since then. So if in 20 years the Indian railway system has not been able to put these automated protection devices in their system, then how long more it wants? And I think the railways has a professional organization. They have a accountability system. The railway board members have a line of command in which they command the zones, etc., and the engineering and the services, etc. So that in that chain of command, wherever there has been a lapse, action should be taken and steps should be taken that it does not occur again. And if the augmentation of the safety system has some gaps, they should be filled within a target of days, not weeks or months. This has been going on for 20 years. How long are you going to take? So I can agree that, 20 years ago it was at a nascent stage. But now you have the equipment, you have the money, you have the people. Then what are you waiting for?
What are we waiting for? That is the
an
question.
Akashvani?
That is what a lot of people would want to know. In fact, what are we waiting for? I believe I have Mr. S.K. Vij back with us. Mr. Vij, looking at the incident today, would you say if a Kavach was installed on that route, that would have stopped the accident?
This route does not have Kavach as yet, as I have been learnt by me today. But the rationale I was trying to tell, that the most busy route will get the priority. The most busy route is the Golden Triangle Quadrilateral on the Indian railway system.
Sir, this was also a key route. I'm sorry to stop you there. This was also a key route. It is, connecting Bengal to Agartala and along the Chicken Neck route. That is what this Kanchenjunga Express actually plied on. This is a very important train, an old train. What defines the premium routes? How do we decide? I mean, who's deciding this? And, the number of incidents that we have seen taking place over the years, shouldn't there be more urgency shown in terms of actually putting such security apparatus, if we have them to begin with, something like Kavach, to stop such tragedies from taking place?
Certainly there should be more urgency, no doubt about it. I cannot defend a situation that a Kavach, though initiated about, you can say about 17, 18 years back, is not in place all over the routes. It should have been the priority. In fact, there are even better systems, well-tried systems, but because of cost factors, we have not adopted yet. And the railways have developed this system and improved upon it over the last 17, 18 years. I wouldn't deny there is more urgency required. And the priority is safety. Certainly, the railway declares that safety is our first motto. But, to actually see it
happening...
Why
are we failing to provide that safety?
And Kavach...
Why are we failing, Mr. Vij? Why are we failing to provide that safety?
Yeah, you are right. We are late. We are late, no doubt about it.
But why? What is that one hitch? If you could, being an insider, being a former insider, what is that one thing, one hurdle that you're facing?
Let me tell you, I'm not an insider. I retired 15 years back. I retired 15 years back. But then, yes, even in my time, the Kavach was under experimentation, and it was under experimentation first on the North Frontier Railway. Because for trials, we don't choose the most intense route. But then it has gone through improvements. Because of cost factors, it has been chosen rightly. And I'm sure good work has been going on. But its implementation, its adoption, urgency, no doubt I agree with all of you that it should be there. Right. But there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of apportionment of the expenditure to be done for this purpose, which should happen. And these incidents tell us that better late than never, and do it now and don't delay it much again before something like this is discussed again. I hope not.
Right. Mr. Khanna, I would want to give you the last word, representing the people of the country, representing those people who take trains and who are alarmed and exasperated, also apprehensive every time they have to send a loved one on board on one of these trains. Representing those people, what are the 3 things that you would want to put on the government's agenda today in terms of rail safety?
See, one is that the railway minister should explain in Parliament, when Parliament reopens later this week, why he failed to put cover on this particular train, and what are the bureaucratic hurdles that remain to ensure that all trains in India will have a covered system by a given date. And if he doesn't have an explanation, he should resign. And the Prime Minister should ask another person to be a railway minister. There is no dearth of people. But it appears to me that the railway minister in the last few years has been more, focused on flagging off new Vande Bharat trains and getting himself on television rather than working quietly to ensure that the safety systems are installed. So he's been running after publicity, it appears. And he should explain if he has taken steps to install these automated systems while he's been flagging Vande Bharat trains on a number of routes, which is also welcome. But it is for him to explain. And if he doesn't have a satisfactory explanation, he should resign and go. That's my expectation. Thank you.
Right. Railway Minister, of course, has a lot of answers to give. As he mentioned today that this is not the time for politics. He is, of course, focusing on relief operations. Yes, Mr. S.K. Vij apparently wants to come in with a comment. Mr. Vij, go ahead.
Let me tell you, the outlays on railways have grown in the last decade by about more than 5 times. Enough money is being allocated. Just to belittle that because Vande Bharat is being run and this is not being done, I would not agree with that. There's a lot of work to be done, no doubt about it. The prioritization of work is required. And now you see, in this case, the accident is in the midsection. It is an automatic block section territory. Now, if the driver in daytime chooses and not follow the protocol that he should run at a lower speed and be prepared to come to a stop if the signals are not working. Now, such human errors and elements, can be taken care of by eliminating them gradually. But you can't, just condemn something by saying that, Vande Bharat and other things are not required. Don't do that, please.
Yes. We are not doing any sort of blame game, but we are trying to put forth the concerns that people will have. And there are questions, of course, which will be raised in the next few days. And the centre will have to, of course, answer those questions. Of course, a probe is still on. These are early days still. There's no blame game. But definitely, people of the country would want certain answers when it comes to accountability and safety of what is touted as the largest mode of transit in the country.